For any leg day, I will start off by, similar to the upper body, first movement is doing cobra into downward facing dog. So you can walk your hands out into that cobra position, so you can go all the way down onto your belly, and then from this position, engaging your legs, squeezing your glutes, and you're basically pushing your chest forward. So you're trying to open the chest up, whilst also engaging the glutes. Doesn't matter whether you've got your elbows sort of like slightly flexed or straight. The main thing is that you want to inhale on that movement and then exhale into your downward facing dog.
Now, in your downward facing dog, make sure that you're pushing through the forefinger and the thumb, and you're trying to hold this position. Slight bend in the knees is absolutely fine as well. The idea is that you're getting your hips up towards the ceiling and trying to get your head back through the positions of your arms.
What it would look like in practice is you inhale and then exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now that's the kind of rhythm that you want to be doing for 3 to 5 repetitions. From that position, you would come down again into this position on your front. This is something called a scorpion. So you're forwards, one arm out to the side. So this time I'm going to start with my left. With my right knee, I'm going to flex that, bring the foot over, and then you are holding that so you're stretching into the pectoral area. And then you're also feeling a stretch through the spine. I'll repeat that on the other side. So this time the right arm's out, I flex the knee, and this time I'm feeling a stretch in the right chest, and again all the way through the spine. And again in practice, this is what it would look like whilst I'm doing it. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. It's a quick movement, just again as it's a warm-up, but a really nice way to warm up your whole spine. From that position, you can come into your low lunge. Weight bearing through the one arm. Try to get your forearm as close as you can to the mat, doesn't have to be touching. And then you're going to use your eyes to track your hand as you come and rotate back round. So you're ending up looking at the ceiling. So you come down into that position. When you're in this low position, you'll feel a stretch around the groin area. And then as you come around, whilst this knee stabilises that position, you'll feel a stretch, or at least kind of a little bit of strain around the side of the hip, around sort of like your lateral glute area. So again in practice, that would look like this. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And again I would do this 3, actually maybe more 5 times on this side, and then you would do the exact same, getting that position first of all, don't rush it, make sure you feel nice and stable, and then you're going to come round and do the opposite side as well. Okay, so that will be 5 reps. I would then come up into standing, so find myself in a staggered position, and I would do some lunges. So focusing on depth and control, so we're not rushing through it. The idea is that you're stepping back with control, inhale, forward, exhale, back. Inhale, forward, exhale, back. That's the pace that you want to be going at. Ideally, if you're in the gym, you've got a mirror that you can look at so you know that your knee is tracking in the right direction. Ideally, knee in the same line as your foot, basically, to make sure that you've got that nice, efficient movement pattern. From lunges, I'll probably do maybe 5 to 10 on each side. So that's the kind of pace you want to do, and then you would work into just some bodyweight squats. Don't have to have your feet too wide. So, for example, whilst I'm on the yoga mat now, I'll probably do the same with my feet, the width of the yoga mat, I'm coming down, so imagine there's a chair behind me, so my knees aren't coming past my toes, coming down to that more seated position, and then come back up. The key thing here that we're wanting to be doing, so whilst you're keeping your knees from falling in, we also want you to push away with your feet, push the ground away. So as you're coming down, it's nice and explosive. And again, this is the kind of speed, so it's just a warm-up. So even if you're doing squats to start with, that pace is absolutely fine. And again, do it nice and controlled, you're working through your depth. Those are the exercises I do in standing, and then I'd come to my back. So, from here, I would cross one foot across the thigh of the other one. So in this occasion, right foot over left thigh. Bring this foot about the same distance so you can actually feel it with your fingers, so it's not too far away. The closer it is, the more explosive movement you can get in that warm-up. And then nice and relaxing the shoulders, and then you're pushing up. So this is really working the hamstring and your glute as well, and obviously a little bit of the back. All muscle groups that we really need for those compound movements that you'd be working. I'd be doing anywhere from 8 to 12 of these on one side, and then you change to the other side. So you might feel a bit tighter from one side compared to the other, and that's absolutely fine. Just something to be aware of and to notice. And again, 8 to 12 reps on that side as well. One of the last things that I would do is coming into these hip 90-90 positions. So you basically want one foot pressing gently into the thigh of the other one. And when you're doing this, there's two different options. So I would recommend, if you've not done this as a movement before, just to get your bearings, using your hands for a little bit of stability. You're coming up, and it's almost like a windscreen wiper position. You end up coming into here, and then you're coming to the other side. So when you're doing this, you have options. You can come, so you're lowering your head over the thigh that you're facing in that direction. So facing on my left, coming down this side, and this should just come, as you're coming lower, you'll feel a little bit of a stretch down sort of, again, that lateral hip area, which is great for any movements that you're going to be doing, any explosive movements, especially coming from the hip. Squats, deadlifts, leg presses, any single leg exercises really. So this is what that would look like in practice. So I drop my head gently, use my hands to help myself come round, drop my head gently again, and then come back around. And if you want to progress that, you would just do it no hands. So it's a bit more of a core exercise. So you're using your core to come back up, using your sort of balance coordination. I find it slightly more challenging going that way. That's completely normal. So you'll find one side might be a bit more comfortable. Again, just note it, and then when you're doing your warm-ups the next time, you can just sort of see if that feels any different. Hopefully over a period of time, the discrepancy between left and right should improve. But that is my kind of routine for warming up. I'd maybe finish with some simple leg swings as well. So if you've got like a bike or a treadmill nearby, I would just do some gentle leg swings, forward and backwards. And then I quite like doing as well, sort of side to side movements as well. So that is a really nice, obviously you do that on both sides. 8 to 12 on both sides. Really nice way to warm up before you enter your compounds, and you should feel a bit more ready to lift heavier weights as well.